Alright, today we're going to do something a little bit different than normal. Uh, this is still my Nuzlocke account, but we're not going to do any Nuzlocke stuff right now. What we're going to do is some money making. How I've been, a lot of this uh, Nuzlocke stuff wouldn't be possible without these XP candies. I've been buying them to level up, and you may ask how I can afford that. And the reason why I did Kanto first was because it has one of the easier money makers. Um, so let's get right into it. What I do is I go around and I battle the expensive trainers, and there's a little bit of a trick to it. You can do it at any level, but the trainers you fight will be an average of all your levels. So if you see here, I got 48, 49, 48, 48, 48. They're all about the same level. And then I add this little level 17 down here. And what that does is it drops the average level down about 10 levels. So I'll be level 48 and I'll be fighting level 38s. Um, and let's just see. Oh, that person has a Mewtwo. That's cool. Alright, so what I do is I start off in Vermilion and I run over to this guy. And we'll just do a quick little battle of all of them. Giga Drain handles most things in this route, by the way. This is a Nuzlocke account too, by the way. If I die, I'm dead for good. So we're just kind of that's why we have to be extra case. Yep, they're 39, I'm 48, 9 levels below me, which is a fairly safe level. Look at that. I could take a stab blizzard, and I'm basically full health now. So that's how we do it fairly safely. There's still some spots you can die. You have to still be very careful. You can't be screwing around. And one of the spots to die comes up very shortly. So we first fight this guy, this old man. He gives 2,000. Pretty much everybody on this route gives 2,000. We can skip him. You can fight every trainer. Like there's a lot, there's a lot better trainers to fight. Like pretty much anybody who gives 1,000 or more is worth it. But for my purposes, I don't have a whole lot of time in the day to fight every trainer, so I've just been fighting whoever. I'm only fighting the most expensive, or the trainers that give the most money, and that's what this route's all about. Their mons change. You can't memorize their mons. They change all the time. Well, not all the time, but depending on what your level is, their level will be different, and they might have different mons at different level tiers. But for the most part, it's about the same battle. There is one. There's a couple that always have the same ace, or one or two mons that don't change, and I'll talk about that as we go through. So we've been making about 1,000 a minute so far, and this is the scary guy. So he has an exploding um, Voltorb or Electrode, whatever that is, and I have a Wooper with, or not Wooper, Quagsire with damp, and damp means that Electrode can never explode on my face. No matter, even if you're 10 levels above, that Electrode exploding can still kill you. So you have to be super careful about not getting wrecked by it, because it will wreck your whole day. And I think he always has the same team, or at least mostly the same team. I don't think that Poliwhirl's always the same, but he always has a Machoke, he always has an Electrode, and he always has another electric. It's either a Voltorb or a um, Magneton, whatever. The one with 3 heads. Yeah, that one. And the one with 3 heads is the problem one. It it um it can have levitate. I don't think it has levitate all the time, but sometimes it can. So we can't switch into Wooper and kill it with a ground type attack. We actually have to tank the mirror shot, put it to sleep, and hope we don't get paralyzed like this. We rarely get paralyzed. This is that video RNG. You seem to get super you seem to get super unlucky when you're recording. I don't know what that's all about, but it's just the way it works. And so we get two turns of guaranteed sleep. Holy wow. I'm never this unlucky. Lucky enough to miss one mirror shot, I guess. Holy. So he's gonna mirror shot now because he doesn't want to zap cannon um, Venusaur. And we resist it because we're fire type. And Leech Seed gives us our health back. It's not necessary to do that, but normally you can just take him down by putting him to sleep, Leech Seed, and then Giga Drain the rest of it. But as I said, we got very bad luck. Just seems to happen when you record. I'm not sure what that's all about, but just the way it works. And this is the Explody guy. Normally we'd have, most of the time we have Gyarados out when he pops out. He likes to bring in that Electrode onto the Gyarados. It's actually good if he takedowns the Quagsire because it will stop him from, in case he has a Focus Sash to stay alive. Alright, well we don't normally have to heal up in the middle here, but I'm gonna heal up right now. Actually, let's just do it on camera so we can see how long it takes to do this run. We're 8 minutes in. We've made about $1,000 a minute, a little bit less than that. That's about what you can expect is about 15 minutes to make 15K, at least in this area. I think that's a lot of money for, you can do this at any level. If you're level 20, they'll be level 20. You can do it basically at any level, so that's what the awesome part of this money making method is. It's not level, you don't have to be level 49 like I am. You can be whatever level. By the way, this Arcanine has a electric attack. It's not going to use it against a Venusaur. It's going to use a fire attack, but it definitely does have a. Well, you'll see. Oh, maybe not. Okay, this one doesn't happen to have an electric attack, but the RNG will, the odd time the RNG will put you in an electric attack. This one just seems to Fire Blast every turn, which I'm not complaining about, but I would have liked it to use Wild Charge. That's what its move is. I don't think this thing can get a Grass Knot or anything like that, but let's just not risk it. the AI likes to bring in uh, whatever. If it has a super effective attack, it'll always pick that mon. So it's good to switch out. You don't have to switch. You don't have to be nearly as safe when you're doing this because you won't be doing a Nuzlocke, or maybe you will. If you are doing a Nuzlocke, then you will want to be super safe, but you don't actually have to. And this guy can get what's the grass move that takes 2 turns, solar beam. But as long as he doesn't put up the sun, he can't use it in 1 turn, so it's fine. And then so we're done this area. Our next area is down here. I like to go the furthest away first, but there's guys on the way. Skip all these guys. Skip these 2 girls, give a lot of money. We'll come back to them in a second. But there's 2 girls way up here that give a lot of money, and they're quite difficult to get to. If they kill, or if they do a lot of damage or make somebody paralyzed or something like that, then I usually skip the second one. Always do this one first, because you can go, you can save a lot of time on your way back if you have to heal or something. Chansey is a special tank, so you're going to want to attack it physically. I'm sure you know how to battle Pokemon, but I'm just trying to give you the best opportunity here. Seismic Toss is always going to be the same. I think we can kill it in 2 crunches, or 1. Chansey has the most HP of any mon in the whole game, so it doesn't usually die like that, but we're not going to complain if it does. Like I said, we're 10 levels higher, so it's not a big deal. Now this Pikachu is a problem. It is a huge problem. It has a whole bunch of moves. It has Grass Knot, so our Wooper is not going to be helpful. Well, there we go. Oops, I forgot I was a fire type, but that's okay. So it's now going to Grass Knot, and that would kill Quagsire. So do not be ready with your Quagsire for that guy. And just to be safe, we'll put it to sleep. You don't have to put it to sleep, but it's pretty quick to do that. I've been doing this every day. Like, it resets every, I think, 8 hours or something like that. So pretty much every day I've been doing this, and I've been using that money to buy experience candies so that I don't have to grind up between every battle. I don't have to grind up. I can just use the candies. Which is also why I wanted to get all the first gyms done, so that you can use, you can't, if you use 1 experience candy at a low level, it will go all the way to the level cap, like level 17 or something silly like that. So it's nice to have all those first gyms done so that you don't have to deal with that. You can just use experience candies from now on. I don't think Eevee's a problem. I don't remember. She doesn't normally have an Eevee. She's usually, yeah, she usually doesn't have an Eevee. Usually quite a bit more painful than this, which is fine. Again, not complaining. But to be honest, I would have liked the most painful possible option. If I had a choice, I would have picked the harshest ones, but you can't win them all, right? And this guy's got Flamethrower. So Yeah. I think he's got Lightning Bolt too. But Kingdra can handle that, no problem. Just Dragon Pulse in case he switches. I think Surf is a little bit more damage. But in case he switches into some kind of water resistance. There we go. We handled this really easy. We actually got lucky. The mons she has is usually not these ones. I can't remember which one she usually has, but I know I usually have a problem up here. I'm a little bit disappointed the problem mons didn't come out. But when you're doing this, you'll see. You'll see that there's lots of problem mons all over. And I'm just going to keep it rolling so we can see how long this takes. I'll heal up right here. I probably didn't need to heal up right here, but I'm in a Nuzlocke, so I can't afford to die, so I have to be super safe. Which is again why we bring the level 17 Pidgey to keep the levels down. Now you go to the far one first. The close one will always have 3 Venusaurs, or always 2 Venusaurs, and sometimes something else. But there's always at least 2 Venusaurs in the close lady. And we'll go straight into Intimidate the Pidgeotto. I don't think Pidgeotto can get any electric moves. Yeah, Hurricane. We're not too worried about Hurricane. I'm not sure why I taught my Gyarados Hurricane. That was a little bit silly of me. Crunch would have been better, but what can you do, right? And then Glaceon. To handle that, we'll go Charles. I think he has Ice Beam. Yeah. Ice Beam he uses. Like I said, they'll always... Oh, come on. Like I said, we got that, I don't even think I have an Ice Heal. Yeah, I got 2 Ice Heals, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Oh, it's got Water Pulse. That's what it was. We can survive a Water Pulse, though. Oh, I don't know why I tried to run. I wasn't trying to run. I was trying to use, what's that thing? Energy Root. I guess we don't really need an Energy Root. A Hyper Potion should handle it. Yeah, Hyper Potion should be enough. So we don't want to get a crit here. As long as there's no crit, we don't have to worry. If there is a crit, we super have to worry. Alright, no crits. We're good. And Wigglytuff. I don't think Wigglytuff has anything dangerous. But I think it can have Flamethrower, which can hurt Carl. And almost everything has a special berry. Yeah, it has Flamethrower. Almost everything has a special berry that, see, we're 9 levels higher, or 8 levels higher, so that's not going to kill us. If we were the same level, a crit would kill us. I think this thing's just going to Poison Jab. Right? Some kind of poison attack, right? It's poison type. Surely it has a stab poison move. Nope, it's going to Ice Beam us. Alright, well, Waterfall should kill it anyways. Excuse me. And normally I would just go, well, I wouldn't, but normally you could just go right next to the lady and fight the second one, but since I'm in a Nuzlocke, as I've said before, we have to be extra safe. Because she has 3 Venusaurs, and our fire type has to deal with all 3 of them. Because nobody else in the team can handle the Venusaurs. If I was smart, I would bring a fire type for that, but not smart. Yeah, it looks like she's going to have 3 Venusaurs this time. And her Venusaurs can beat my Venusaur because my Venusaur doesn't have any stab. Sorry about that. Not sure what that is. Oh yeah, her Venusaurs can have that. Oh, and we got a crit. That's quite terrible, but we can still survive another. Yeah, 2 Venusaurs and an Ivysaur this time. That's quite good. Oh, guess she has a Leafy on. Holy. A frog in my throat this morning. But she's got all grass types almost every time. I don't think she's ever... Oh, she can have a Wigglytuff sometimes, I think. But most of the time, she's all grass. And then we go over to Lavender Town. We're going to heal up because we're being safe. We don't really need to right here, but just in case. Same as before, we go to the farthest one. This is one of the guys we're going to fight. And here's the other guy. Honestly, you can fight that nerd right there. The nerds give okay money. It just depends on what you want to do. I don't fight the nerds because I think they only give 1,500 instead of 2,000. But I mean, it's not a big deal. If you have the time, you might as well kill them. But I only need about 50k every day, so I just fight the cheapest guys to give me 50, or the quickest guys to give me 50k, and then I buy my candies, I level up, and I go fight the next gym. That's normally how I handle things. But you probably, if you want more money than 50k or so, I think it's like 65k, something like that. If you want more money than that, then you can definitely fight the nerds. And I'll show you where the nerds are in just a second here. Here's one nerd right here. And here's another nerd. I skipped them, like I said. You can skip them or fight them. They're a little bit less money than the old men, but not by much. It's probably worth it to kill them. Hikers as well. Hikers give 1,000. There's hikers all over the place. If you're hurting for cash, you can fight hikers all day. You can probably fight 8 hours worth of hikers just in Kanto. And then by the time you're done fighting all the hikers, you can come back and pretty much do it again. Wait like 2 more hours and come back and kill them right again. But there's no way am I spending 4 or 5 hours in a day to fight anyone. I don't have that kind of time, unfortunately. We're getting up high level too. I gotta be careful I don't get anybody over level 52. 52 is our level cap for our next gym. Probably should have done this video earlier, but I didn't. I don't know. I was planning on not even showing this, but a lot of people were asking how I was making money, so here's how I do it. Oh, wait, we forgot one. Nope, we did not. We got him, right? Alright, now I have to check. Yeah, okay, we did get him. And last but not least, there's one. See, there's hikers all over. They all give 1,000. This sprite right here is a hiker sprite. So anybody that looks like that guy is a hiker. Don't fight the children. These children give nothing. These picnickers are okay. You could probably do the picnickers if you wanted. But the children, I think they give 500 or something. They give almost nothing. And then we end right here with this cutie, or what I think, what's her name? Lass. Of course, you don't want to take a bullet seed on a water type, although some Flora's stats are so low, I bet you any water type I got right. I bet you even Wooper or Quagsire. I call him Wooper, I'm sorry. His name is Whoopy, so I call him Wooper now. But I bet even Quagsire could handle the bullet seed from that guy. I'm not about to test it, but I imagine he could. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. That last isn't very good for money, so skip that one. I don't. I always fight her. I don't know why. I just realized I should not have been fighting her this whole time, but I wasn't. I'm usually not paying attention by now. So that's the road I take. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.